Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Rahul, and today we're diving into a movie that is seriously going to blow your mind. This story is intense, emotional, and absolutely mind-bending. Imagine being the last person alive on Earth, in freezing temperatures below -40 degrees. What would you do? Trust me, this one gets deeper and crazier as it unfolds. So make sure you stick around till the very end, because you do not want to miss what happens next. Let's get into it. Our story begins in 2049. We see a man named August sitting alone in a research center eating his food. Other than a computer, a TV, and a few devices, he has no one. Months earlier, a deadly toxic gas had accidentally spread across the planet. It was so devastating that the entire world fell victim to it. Over time, it began affecting the human species, and people started disappearing one by one. Poor regions turned into graveyards, but cities like those in America, which cared for their people, prepared a special aircraft for the last survivors. They announced they were leaving in search of a new home, and until then, people would live inside that plane. However, one man refused to go, the main character of our story. He was battling cancer. He was born on this earth, and he would die on this earth. He wouldn't run away like the others. He had immense wealth. He could have built an entire plane for himself if he wanted, but today, he lives alone in this desolate world, treating himself, cooking for himself, eating by himself. His routine is simple: wake up, eat, check updates about Earth's condition, and at night stare at the dark clouds before sleeping. But August wasn't always like this. He once had passion, the same fire every young man carries to do something meaningful for himself and his country. In his youth, he stayed away from distractions and immersed himself in books. Deep down, he knew that the way humanity was living, the day wasn't far when people would be forced to leave their homes. And now that day had arrived. Everyone was gone. Only he remained. When August discovered a new planet, he held a massive event to explain why humanity needed to leave Earth. He detailed how the air would gradually become toxic and described every aspect of the new planet in simple terms. People praised his research, but the most impressed person wasn't amazed by his work. It was Jean, who was moved by his clarity and character. The moment August saw her, it was love at first sight. Over time, they grew closer, got married, and 3 years later were living happily. But Jean never truly felt close to him. He was always buried in work and books. As their family was about to grow, she decided to leave. She didn't want their child to suffer the same emotional distance. August didn't object. He was too focused on the future. Now that everything is gone, the loneliness eats him alive. His illness worsens and he turns to alcohol. His mental state begins to crumble. One day, he receives a message from planet K2, the very planet he discovered. He had sent a team there, led by Dr. Sully, to confirm if it was habitable. Their mission was complete and they were trying to contact Earth, but no one was responding. How could they? Earth was empty. When August receives the signal, he struggles to remember who they are. His condition has worsened so much that his memory fails him. Eventually, he recalls they are his team, but now he must stop them from coming back. He can only contact them after 6 or 7 hours because his antenna isn't strong enough. Meanwhile, Dr. Sully informs her crew that they've established contact, but she's unsure if the message reached him. On K2, everything necessary for humanity to begin again exists, but to begin again, there must be humans. Back on Earth, while August prepares to respond, a kitchen fire breaks out. He manages to control it, but then he discovers something impossible: a little girl. In this freezing cold, where did she come from? He asks her name, where she came from, but she says nothing. He assumes she's scared and gives her time. Looking at her drawing, he realizes she cannot speak or hear. He names her Arish, the name he once chose for his unborn daughter. Though he never met his real Arish, now this girl has entered his life, giving him new purpose. He searches for a location with better signal. He finds one, but the journey is long. He can't leave Arish alone, nor can he easily take her into the freezing wilderness. After a restless night of preparation, during which Arish helps him, he decides to take her along. They pack up and leave on a motorbike. Snow stretches endlessly around them. The cold is bone-chilling, but August pushes forward. Time is running out. At night, they camp, but the ice beneath them melts and they fall into freezing water. He manages to pull them out, but all their supplies are gone. They must continue on foot. August grows weaker. His illness worsens. He stops often to rest. Arish encourages him, "If you keep stopping, the journey grows longer. Keep walking and the distance will shrink." Her words give him strength. After 2 days, exhausted and near collapse, a snowstorm hits. Arish's hand slips from his. Desperate, he searches and finally finds her. They reach the signal point. After eating, August finally reconnects with Dr. Sully. But before he can explain Earth's devastation, debris strikes their spacecraft and the connection drops. On the ship, chaos erupts. They've already drifted off course. Sully steps outside with a crew member to repair damaged wiring despite the danger of floating debris. They fix it, but a meteor strikes her partner. He dies in her arms. Mourning Feeling fills the ship. Contact resumes. This time August wastes no time. He tells them the truth. Do not come back. Earth is no longer the Earth you remember. Toxic gas wiped out humanity. Only a few survivors were taken away, and even their fate is unknown. Return to K2. Build a new world there. Sully asks, what about you? He replies, loneliness is my destiny. But they're lost in space. August guides them to K2's coordinates and warns them, protect it from greed or it will suffer Earth's fate. As they correct course, one crew member insists on returning to Earth. His wife and children are waiting, he believes. August pleads with him, but he refuses. The crew gives him an escape pod and he heads toward Earth while the others set course for K2. During their final conversation, Sully thanks August. He's been her role model since childhood. Because of him, she became an astronaut and joined his company to witness the beauty of the universe. She adds, her mother, Mrs. Jeans, always spoke about him. August freezes. His breathing grows heavy. He asks her full name. She replies, Dr. Sully Arish. In that moment, his life's purpose is fulfilled. But then, who was the little girl? He rushes outside. There's no one there. The girl was only a hallucination, his mind's creation, giving him the will to live a little longer so his real daughter's life could be saved. Had he died earlier, the crew would have perished lost in space. His mind saved them. He saved his daughter, miles apart yet bound by blood. That is destiny. No one knows when, where, or how fate will connect us. And with that, the story ends. So yeah, guys, that was the movie. Honestly, the ending was emotional and powerful. The twist really hit hard and made the whole story even more meaningful. I loved how it mixed survival with deep emotions. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.